Do me a favor, family. Hit the link in the description box. Purchase your very own New Era viral hip-hop news hat. Like I said, the link will be in the description box right now. Don't wait. Don't miss out. Grab the hottest thing popping right now. The viral hip-hop news hats available in the link in the description box. Grab yours right now.
Not to get too deep in it, because I know it's a fraternal organization for a reason. Obviously, we don't want to put everything out there, but a lot of people will talk about, and it's been in hip-hop and a lot of Illuminati videos, homosexual rituals that people have to do in order to move up. They have to put you in something to make sure that you don't ever go tell, you know what I mean? So elaborate on that. I know I'm going with it.
Well, the cardinal principles of Omega Psi Phi are manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. So the first thing that you're going to stand on is your manhood, and no man would ask another man to do that, to do anything of a homosexual nature. So that really, that's that right there. That's just something that we see as crazy when we hear about it. I do hear about people say, "Oh, you got to do this nasty stuff." You're like, "Man, are you crazy, man? I'm a man first, man." There's no way I would do no crazy shit like that, man. But yeah, that's really, man. It's about a group of men of like mind and like attainments getting together and saying that we are going to work together and accomplish this goal as friends. And it doesn't take a lot. We say 8 men thoroughly immersed in full Omega spirit are far greater than 80 with lukewarm enthusiasm. So we believe in small numbers, we can accomplish more. And as Black people, when even that's like, it speaks to us, in small numbers, we can accomplish more. And I think that takes, why there's secret fraternal organizations that hold a degree of secrecy, because if someone is willing to make that commitment and take that commitment to secrecy and to keeping things close to them, then we can accomplish more. We can build.
I got another question. 2 questions. First, what are the major differences between the Black, Freemason, the lodges you will go to, and the white ones? We'll start with that one. If Brother Khonsu wants to answer that.
Yeah, the popular argument between the European Freemason and the African Freemason is the term called amity, which is giving charter or paying charter dues to your Grand Lodge. Most of the African American based lodges do not agree with the Grand Lodge of England. That does not, and it's really titled the UGLE, which is the United Grand Lodge of England. We do not have a cultural connection to that. And Freemasonry is an open learning system that just happens to be fraternal. So we have certain rites like international, ancient, free, and accepted, Prince Hall, that are looked at as irregular. Prince Hall recently received annexed permission to be part of the Scottish Rite paradigm not too long ago. And so, but honestly, it's only based on amity that one would be called clandestine and another one would be called a regular lodge, or clandestine means irregular. But when one understands Masonic jurisdiction, or what we call jurisprudence, it's actually clandestine that in which the way the lodge operates. And clandestine means quietly and operatively. And we contemplate speculatively on fraternal order and structure. And like the Brother Darrin said, with moral character. So one must believe in a higher power of some sort and have honor and respect in it, and have honorable values coming out of that belief system. That is why a lot of times you'll see a lot of nationalist groups that borrow a lot of Masonic structure, but the one mistake is the term atheist. That's not even in the African construct. That's not, an atheist is a culturally Greek construct that came from certain Greek fraternal orders And this is why the black fraternities were established as well, because our culture did not have an atheistic paradigm, because we understood the dynamics of nature and things like that. We understood the allegorical aspects of religion. And so sometimes we get mistaken for some of the isolated Masonic groups. And, it happens because we're in the same, genre.
Dope, dope. Well, Brother Ogot seems, I know he has another question, but real quick, let me interject. Illuminati. We hear that word often. Give the dictionary terminology for the word Illuminati, what it means from a dictionary perspective and what it means in 2018.
So yeah, go for it, Khonsu.
The Illuminati term it's taken an evolution. So when you talk about the ancient term Illuminati, you're talking about a Bavarian group of separatists that had an issue with their government, starting with the creator of the Illuminati, which was Adam Weishaupt. So they had a cultural difference with the communistic views in the Bavarian culture to how they felt that they were being treated governmentally. So they created a group called the Illuminists, and some of them that were Gnostics that were illuminated, meaning they had inner knowledge and wisdom of the sacred texts, ancient Bavarian texts, ancient Nordic texts, ancient Egyptian texts. They had knowledge of that, and so they were illuminated with thought, and they had inner light. It was none of the modern twisted Bohemian Grove stuff like that. There's no connection to any of that stuff. That was more conspiracy theory. And today, your Illuminati would be certain cliques that deemed themselves superior towards others. I mean, you see the Illuminati rampant through a lot of the music business. You'd have Cash Money versus Master P's group. These are Illuminati people because they would take that moniker that was standardized in modern interpretation.
Absolutely. I wanted to ask, how will someone recognize another Mason? Do you guys, because you see like the videos on YouTube and you see people, the signs that people throw up and everything. And is it a certain way, like if you and Darrin seen each other, was it a certain handshake or a certain way you could communicate that will make you identify, a Mason? I'm actually out to give too much away.
First, I say, what's going on, black man? How you doing, man? Because that's the first brotherhood we all a part of, man.
There are, oh God, something else, man. There are handshakes and symbols that one would use to identify one another. And there are certain languages, and sometimes there are certain ways that you may say or use particular words that a person would understand that you're part of the craft that's called Masonry. So yes, it is very fraternal and very secret because it's protecting a brotherhood is very important. And more particularly with African men is very important.
That's a good, it's good that you say that because it gets me to the other, the part of morality. You said protecting another brother. Now, at what point, like, where does the line cross? What Masons are, where if a brother's out there, on killing sprees or whatever he's doing, do you still, if he's still in that, fraternity and he's in your lives, do you protect that? Like, how deep does it go? I know this is kind of, this is rough, but this question that I have,
Yeah, I can dig it, man. I totally can dig it. Yeah, obviously, if you see someone that's on a murdering spree or committing crimes against humanity or society, you have to be able to turn that person in, even though that's your friend. You love your friend, but what would you do for a good friend? What is a friend willing to do for another friend?
Yeah, definitely. Darrin said it really well because, we have a system of morals that are put in place that will not allow you to harm someone else. It's all about justice and being lawful and not creating havoc or being a problem in your community. Actually, it's about charitable service and being of service to your community. So it's actually the opposite. If someone wants to do something like that, they're going to be demitted from the lodge immediately, and they'll definitely be dealt with by the authorities, because we're not here to harbor any psychopaths, sociopathic people of the sort. So no, that wouldn't be allowed in a Masonic structure.
That's real dope. You go ahead, Sam, man, if you want to ask some more questions.
Hey, yo, check this out. We got a real great service provided for you right now. If you're a serious artist looking to perfect your craft, get your music out there in front of millions and millions of views, then look no further than right here. Hip Hop News, Uncensored, Viral Hip Hop News, and the Uncensored True podcasts are now running specials to promote your product. If you're serious about promoting your product on YouTube, email me right here at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com, or my brother OGod at hiphopun.com for further information. If you're serious about your craft, very affordable pricing. Let's go. Wait no further. Look into it right now. Emails in the description box. Hit us up. You already know.